Hard conversations is where we are. What is the bedrock of every good relationship? And of course, you can send your messages to us on 0093 962299. Now, the number is going to be right there on the screen. So put up the number and please keep your messages coming. We will definitely love to take those messages. From your perspective, Dr. Precious, what is the bedrock of a good relationship?
You see, I'm smiling. Now,
Yes.
the reason for my smile is because something came to my heart, and I want to start today by telling a very short story.
Okay.
You know, a woman used to go to a particular church, and she became uncomfortable. So she went to the pastor and said, I don't like this church. Every time I come, people are gossiping here and there. Some are looking at you. Some are laughing at you. Some are making noise during church service. Some are on their phones. I don't think I can take it anymore. I don't want to come to this church again, so I'm leaving. So the pastor said, okay, no problem. But can you do me a favor before you leave? The lady said yes. And the pastor said, take this cup of water. And he filled it to the brim. Are you with me? And he said, I need you to go around the church 3 times. Go around the church building 3 times. Ensure that nothing drops
A single drop of water doesn't
from the cup.
happen.
And the woman said, I can do that. It's very easy. It's a simple thing to do. And she took the cup and she went religiously around the church building 3 times. And guess what? Nothing dropped. And she came back to the pastor and said, I told you I can do it. And the pastor asked her 3 questions. Number 1, when you were carrying the cup of water around the church, did you see anybody? She said, no, I couldn't have seen anybody. I was concentrating on the cup. The pastor asked, question number 2, when you were carrying the cup of water, did you hear any gossip? She said, no, I gave 100% concentration to the assignment you gave me. So there's no way I will hear. And then he asked the 3rd question. When you were going around the church building, did anybody disturb you? Did anybody come to you? Did anybody touch you? She said, no, no one could have come to me because I was busy. And he said to her, when you come to the house of God, maintain concentration. Is between you and God. Don't allow someone else's lifestyle to affect you. Now, why did I give you this story? There are foundational things that we need to understand when it comes to the matter of relationship. If we don't understand these things, we will be taken aside by distractions. And don't forget, distractions are attractions in a negative dimension.
So they're actually attractions.
Distractions are actually attractions. They will attract you, but with a negative effect. Are you getting what I'm saying? So distractions are not packaged in a disgusting form. A phone can be a distraction, but it's not disgusting. But it can be your biggest distraction from reaching your goal. A student with a phone that is always on social media will not have time to read. That phone is a distraction, yet an attraction. Are you with me right now? Now, when it comes to the foundation of relationship, or the foundation for a good relationship, we need to let people know what are the 4 types of relationships. And very quickly, number 1 is the family relationship. Number 2 is the friendship relationship. Number 3 is acquaintance relationship. And finally, number 4, romantic relationship. Now, these 7 things that are the bedrock for a good relationship cuts across the 4 types of relationships. Are you with me, Thomas? They cut across the 4 types. So we're not just limiting our conversation to romantic relationship. We are going across board. Acquaintance relationship, friendship relationship, family relationship, and then romantic relationship, of course. Number 1, which is the most important bedrock for a good relationship, is trust. Trust.
Even in a family relationship.
Trust. Across board.
Acquaintance relationship.
Trust.
How?
Romantic relationship. Trust.
For romantic, I can understand. For family.
Let me tell you something about family. There are people who don't. There are people who don't want to put their brothers in their business.
Yes.
I don't trust him.
Sure.
You can. There's a saying out there: if you want to succeed in your business, don't mix business with pleasure. Don't bring in family sentiments. I don't know if you heard that before.
Okay.
He's my brother.
Okay.
Therefore, he can walk with me.
Okay.
Some will tell you, whether you're my brother or sister, I'll fire you if you don't deliver. Now that's someone who has a goal. You need trust to be the foundation of any relationship that will be good or that will be lasting. The foundation is what gives structure to the integrity of a construction. Can I say that again? A foundation is what gives structure to the integrity of a construction. So the height of a building is defined by the depth of the foundation. So if you have a good foundation, that relationship will thrive. And trust is needed across board.
So even amidst acquaintances, you still need trust.
You still need trust. I cannot. Let me give you an instance. A friend of mine once called me when I was at Federal Med in Kwara State. He once called me and said his girlfriend, then they were not married, was traveling to another state, and she got caught up, I think maybe traffic or something. So she needed to pass the night in my place. I was single. She was not yet married to him, but they were going to get married. She's my friend's girl. Now, he was able to call me because he knows I will not eat the meat I'm not given. Are you getting what I'm saying? Some people cannot call some of their friends and say, or their acquaintance and say, my girl is going to pass the night in your place. He will do video call all through the night. He won't be able to sleep. I don't know if you're getting what I'm saying. This guy is young, he's handsome, he drives a good car. You're worried. My girl is in his house, he's single. But if there is trust, you can open up. And do you know there are some people, they trust their acquaintance even more than their family.
That's why you hear some people say, I'm going out, so my brother must not stay at home with my wife. We are start going.
Very true. Have you not heard of stories where the brother travels abroad and he tells his brother, take care of my wife? And he comes back, the wife has given birth to 2 children for the brother. He has taken care of her. You get what I'm saying? So trust is the foundation. There are 7 things we're looking at actually on this, and it will shock you. Trust is number 1. Is number 1. Across board, the foundation for a good relationship. Can we move to number 2? On number 2 is character. Character. You see, one thing I tell people about character is, I won't meet you and know your character now. But your character is what defines if there will be a next time or not. Your character is what determines if I will come back to you or not. So the strength of a relationship is traveled on the vehicle of character. Can I say that again?
Yes.
The strength of a relationship is traveled on a vehicle of character. It is character that paves the way for the success and the transcension of that relationship. The character of both parties, of both persons, whether it's a romantic relationship or an acquaintance relationship, a family relationship, or a friendship relationship. Character is important.
It's the biggest.
It's the second biggest. So you get to a point whereby you're relating with somebody and the person lacks character. You don't want to be there.
But even within your family, isn't character supposed to be cultivated?
So listen, let me tell you something. Character is moral values.
Yes. Yes.
And over time, you see, a value system is not based on the environment, it's based on persons. You see, your character is the real you. I tell people, character is not your reputation. Reputation is what the character is the real you. And your family knows you. Have you ever heard of a family where they say, don't give money to Junior, just forget about it? I remember there was a time my dad kept some huge amount of money in my account, and I was complaining that my car was giving me an issue, and the Nigerian roads are bad, I am stressed. And somebody said something. Now, one of my siblings was telling me, she said, when you were complaining to daddy on phone that you're tired of Nigeria, it messes up your car every time. She said, I told dad, I thought you dropped some huge sum of money in his account. I hope he won't spend it. She said, daddy said, Precious, he won't touch your money even if he's hungry. And you know, when she said that to me, I felt some joy that dad could understand that.
This is
Put
the character.
put 10 million there, is safe. I won't touch it. I can tell you that this thing is not working, but that I touch what you have or what you've given to me, I would not. When I was smaller, there's this small zip beside the traveling bag. I can keep money there for 3 years. No matter the amount, just put it there and keep going to look at it and keep it back. For a very long time. Are you mocking me now?
I'm mocking you. I'm mocking you. Because it sounds like something my kids will do.
Yeah. Now, when you see them like that, encourage them. Take it to another level. Buy them a safe.
They have a safe.
Good.
So when I'm broke and I say, mommy doesn't have plenty of money. Can you borrow mommy money? Mommy, you do an agreement. We'll write it down. How much do you want to borrow? And I'm like, don't worry, I'm not borrowing again. So they remind you, mommy, you owe us 5,000. How? You collected. I'm like, you keep your money. I'm not borrowing.
You know what I tell parents? This is what you do. When you see that your child has become accountable, get them a safe. Anything visitors give them, don't take it. Put it there. When the money has gone to a reasonable amount and you've opened the safe, take it, go invest it in an account for them. Fixed deposit, education trust fund, put something there for them. Come back and start again. That's the training culture that will help our children build a future. You see, in developed countries,
help them
build
to
a future.
actually build the kind of future that you
So
desire.
when they get to the future, some of them want to start a business. They don't need to pray about it. Most of the things we pray about in Africa are the things we get for free in developed countries.
Because they plan for it. They
ahead.
prepared for it.
Yes. So you see somebody planning for the children. Here, what we get from our parents is name. And you move on. But there's an inheritance. There's a transfer.
Name, education.
Not all parents. That's why I'm saying across the board.
You know, even the parents that send their children to school just expect them most times to finish school and then you get a job so that you can start giving me money.
My dear, a girl once
finish
told
school
me.
and get a job.
Yes, a girl once told me her parents said, "Don't go back to school. After secondary school, you've done enough. Go and learn a job, learn a trade, and get married and leave." But she was determined. This girl pushed until she graduated, did her youth service, and now she works in the bank.
My best friend is like that. She's a lecturer, and you know, when she looks back, she's working on her PhD now. And she's the only person that has been to the four walls of the higher institution
in their family. Can you just imagine that?
And she's a girl, and the
plan.
Yeah, Omolara. And they actually helped her to get, the ones that had to get married at SS2 or thereabout. I know she was smart when she watches this. The ones that had to get married when she was about to write her head. And that would have been, you know, that would have been it. The man promised she would go to school, but, you know, she insisted.
Let's run. Number 3, mutual respect.
Mutual
respect. Now, if you want a relationship to thrive, mutual respect. As much as I respect you, you need to respect me. Respect has to be reciprocal. You don't
so it's
demand,
like two parallel lines leading to one another.
Good. You don't demand for respect without giving respect. So
as a matter of fact, when you give respect, the person should respond in kind.
Very true. But you see, the laxity of our society has breeds of individuals who are not so giving to this respect culture. They feel kneeling down is a Yoruba thing. Are you a you know what I'm talking about? They feel kneeling down is an archaic thing.
But do you think that the gesture is what makes you respect the person?
No, it's the heart. It's the heart. There are people, they lie down on the floor to greet you, but the minute you turn your back, they wink at you.
I've even learned, Yoruba culture would even tell you that some people can even take something before they even lie down for you, simply because they want to do something to you.
It's possible.
You know, there are people like that.
Very possible. So mutual respect is really important. Number 4, integrity.
Well, that still goes back to the issue of trust and character.
Now, when it comes to integrity, yes, it still goes back to character. But you see, why I'm outlining integrity is because I want to look at it from the point of honesty. I want to look at it from the point of spirituality. If you are a Muslim, Muslim well. If you are a Christian, Christian well. If you are a pagan, pagan well. If you are a Judist, Judith well. Whatever you are doing, do it well. You see, I'm yet to find a religion that speaks the other way around when it comes to integrity.
Everybody talks about honesty and integrity.
Good. So I'm taking it from the spiritual perspective.
So it's a value, a virtue.
Yes.
Every person of character must have.
Yes.
Integrity.
Yes. People should know you for that. They should be able to speak of it. That, okay, this person, no, he's saying the truth. He's honest. He won't deceive you. You know, there are some people when they want to buy something. Why do we price? Why do we window shop? Lack of honesty. You go to your friend who has a shop and he wants to dupe you. And you know this thing is 5,000. And your friend is telling you because he knows you have money. He's telling you it's 15,000.
Because there is a perception that you have money.
I have a friend.
And he wants to have a share of it.
I used to have a friend in the medical field. Anytime I go get something from their warehouse, he increases the money by almost 100,000. But when I meet his boy, the boy will give me the exact price. He will say, this is doctor's price. So I discovered my friend always gives me the price on the high. I'll check the commodity, I'll check what this. So I changed my approach. When I'm going, I go when it's not there. So I buy from his boys and I get it at the right price. And over a time, I had to change that connection. Number 5, love. Love is one of the foundations, the bedrock of a good relationship. And it goes across board.
Family,
friendship, relationship, acquaintances, and romance. Love. If there is no love in it, have you seen where brothers betray themselves? Even in the Bible.
So.
Unfortunately, it happens right now because love is lacking. You know, are we still able to take social media trend?
No, we can't.
If we're not, then I think I need to share.
We can take social media trend next week.
Okay, I think I need to share this with you of a young lady that brought tears, a young girl that brought tears to my eyes. The girl that was celebrating her birthday. The dad had promised to buy her an iPad on her 6th year birthday. And on her birthday, she wrote a letter to the dad. Do you want to listen to the letter? That's love from the heart. Now, the girl was trying to tell the dad, she was trying to summarize. She was trying to tell the dad, I know you don't have money, but I pray for you that God will give you money. Daddy, I love you. I know I have some small savings. Take my savings and go and buy it for me. You know, it galloped over 10,000 comments on social media. And I sent a message to Instablog and said, just send me the detail. Let me get the iPad for the girl. You know, that touched me. It's a pure love from daughter to father.
It's amazing. The bedrock of a good relationship is a conversation we'd like to continue on the Bumper Breakfast. Quickly taking these comments before we go. Good morning. For me, the bedrock of every relationship is tolerance. Tolerance will help you secure a good relationship. We must understand that none is perfect. If we keep this in mind, it will help us let go at all times and keep our relationships going. If you want to say you love me, it is better explained in your acceptance of me despite my shortcomings. Thanks. Please, when you send us a message, put your name there. Thank you so much for that message. This one says, the success of our valuable relationships is of utmost importance, but successful relationships begin with a strong foundation, and trust is the bedrock of any successful relationship, whether personally or professionally.
True.
All right, another one. In marriage relationship, all 3 forms of love are necessary. Partners should be best friends, passionate and romantic. This is what keeps the marriage alive and vital. But the glue that holds them together is Christ-like love, agape, which doggedly loves when you do not feel romantic and is friendly on those days you do not want to be anybody's best friend. Right, this one simply asks a question. Tolerance is the bedrock of a good relationship is tolerance. Easy. Uwagbai says that.